Hello, it's time for this week's Komodo Town Hall live stream. It's Thursday, May 27th. I'm E. Giuliano. Today, Articush, Otto, Delton, Jay Charming, and we have Slyrus here also showing up on stage, maybe because of the general Komodo update coming later on today. So you might hear more about that from Otto. But for now, we're going to move over to Delton. He's going to share with us about Komodo in the news. Thanks, by the way, for joining us, everyone, on this live stream. If you're here in the Discord, thanks for joining. And if you're listening recorded, awesome. Glad you're interested in Komodo and keeping up with the news. And so now we're going to find out a bit more about that. Delton's going to take it for us. Hi, Delton.
Hi, Giuliano. How's it going?
I'm doing well this week and looking forward to that general update for sure. And now I'm curious what you're going to share with us about Komodo in the news.
Yeah, so the big news this week is we have AtomicDEX 043 release available now on desktop. So this is not currently available on mobile, but you can download 042 for mobile if you haven't already. So the big news with this release is that now there's support for custom BEP-20 tokens. So this is similar to how we already have the functionality for ERC20 tokens and QRC20 tokens. So this just extends the InstaList feature for the Binance ecosystem. So basically, yeah, you can add any custom BEP-20 token. Then you can store it on AtomicDEX in your non-custodial wallet, or you can trade it on the DEX. So yeah, that's huge news. Glad to be integrating with Binance, and yeah, it's very big news. As you can see from the screenshots, we have an example of a BEP-20 token. So we have Stellar now XLM, where you can add it as a BEP-20 token. You can see the trading interface. There was also addition of a few new UTXO coins, a few PEG tokens. Yeah, and here's like a few BEP-20/ERC20 tokens that are available not only as InstaList, but actually just a direct listing on AtomicDEX. So you don't even have to enter in the smart contract address. They're automatically available. A couple more things. We have 2FA in the settings. It's experimental on Windows and Mac OS. Yeah, there's settings to change the limit number of simultaneous coins enabled. Tons of new enhancements. We have now extended Russian translations, extended French translations, all kind of cool things, actually even using our own BSC nodes. So yeah, and a lot of good fixes as well. And update, if you're using Ubuntu 16.04, it's no longer supported. So yeah, just view those details and find the wiki build instructions page, so that way you can continue to be able to use AtomicDEX. Yeah, so that's it for Komodo in the news this week.
Short but sweet. I like it, and I appreciate everything. Yeah, good work to everyone who's put that together, and also to those of you who are playing around with the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem of games and toys. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you're appreciating what the team is bringing and using it, because that's what they're doing it for. And I get the sense that that is what's happening. I really do like that Komodo community and are just involved. And you mentioned how you have BSC nodes. I mean, it's good. It feels good, feels right, in the sense that there's a lot of capacity here within the Komodo community. And yeah, good job, everyone. All right, thanks, Delton. We're going to move over to Otto. He's going to share with us about some events. So go for it, Otto.
Yeah, thanks, Giuliano. Yeah, so basically keeping it simple today. So we only have, Donna mentioned, in about 2 hours or less, we have a Komodo project update coming up. This is kind of new monthly thing that we do, so you can hear and see our team, and we will give updates and have little short discussions about relevant things on what's happening and what we are focused on. And also I want to mention that next month is of course a very special update, because it's going to be the half-year update for Komodo. So at the end of June, we have something similar as what we will have today, but in a perhaps a bit bigger scale. We will make an announcement that is happening and more details when the month turns to June. So be sure to wait for the details and add also that one to the calendar. But now everyone who's here, like, please check out the upcoming event in 2 hours, and hope to see everyone there. So that's pretty much all from my side.
Good. Thank you, Otto. Looking forward to those events. They sound interesting. And we're going to move over now to Jay Charming. He's going to share with us about some social media activity. So Jay Charming, how are you doing? And what do you have for us today?
Hey, buddy. Doing pretty good. We got some great tweets all pulled from, or we got some great social media all pulled from Twitter. So tweets this week. The first one of which is a quote from Stanley Druckenmiller, who is an investor type that tends to have a lot of good quality things to say. And the quote pulled is, "All the data says the people that benefit from money printing are rich people who know how to navigate the markets. The odds are we are going to have inflation, and inflation is going to hurt poor people a lot more than rich people." And then it's the video containing that quote as well. And it's this, it's really talking about this idea that right now our fiat monies are getting printed all over the place in order to deal with global crisis conditions, and really how this inflation and printing is robbing from the middle and lower classes and just using it to inflate the wealth of the upper class. And how it's so important that we have an option for a global currency system like Bitcoin, especially one that's like starting to see institutional and larger bodies adopting it as like a possible hedge against inflation for the future. And how the next natural step for that is us owning our own money and our own ability to maintain and manage our wealth through non-custodial services. And AtomicDEX is like that primary example that we have out there right now that doesn't really exist anywhere else.
Beautiful.
Yeah, then we've got the Discord Digest, which is this wonderful tweet that comes out every so often, where the wonderful VK that's running the our Twitter handle and doing all the growth hacking takes a dive into our Discord and comes back with some great information to spread and tag out. And this one is from JL777, talking about when the Komodo ecosystem works on a specific goal, it keeps at it until it has the absolute best tech, and then keeps improving on that tech still more after that. Then at some point, the marketing sort of takes care of itself, is the idea. As the world is watching crypto, there are influencers like the vigilantes who will buy a big stake and then start helping others to make big gains. So it's talking about the efficient market and the idea that if we focus on tech development and cultivating high quality solutions instead of just first world solutions, but solutions for everybody, that creates a lot of back pressure over time within its own self for being able to basically become mimetic and market a lot of its own advantages.
Sweet, that's pretty amazing. And wow, I can think of like some places in Africa. I think Nigeria is a big place for this kind of activity. So it would be awesome if they could get their hands on some AtomicDEX love. Anyway, yeah, good up. That's a nice piece of information there.
Yeah, it's actually really fascinating the way that that marketing works in the crypto space. There's so much, when the markets are high, there's so much money that's like flooded into trying to make a lot of noise without there being a lot of signal necessarily. And that as soon as that noise dies down, people forget about, you know, the project and everything else, and the idea of, you know, paying like a whole Bitcoin for a Cointelegraph article that isn't even that high quality necessarily, then people just kind of move on. It's about consistency and persistency. And that's a huge part of Komodo's story.
Indeed. Awesome. You have anything else for us, Jay Charming? What's next?
Yep, got one more, and this one is from the DogeDex handle, that @DogecoinDex. And this is an example of one of the branded DEXs that have spun off from AtomicDEX in our ecosystem. And all branded DEXs help each other. So they all share decentralized order books, which is absolutely great. So as DogeDex community has been adopting, or as the Doge community has been adopting DogeDex as one of the multi-coin software wallets that's non-custodial as a solution, with the decentralized exchanging via atomic swaps. We've been kind of working out, what are some better ways to kind of promote and push this technology so that it's more easily accessible for especially a lot of the new crowd that's coming in, but just like all of us in general. And the dev team has been really, really hard at work for working on the UI, UX design paths and figuring out what's some like great strategies for that, scrutinizing what other kind of exchanges are doing some behavior jacking off of what people are kind of used to from more traditional exchanges, and then taking a look at like Uniswap exchanges. And that is what this tweet is about. It says, been hard at work trying to simplify the DogeDex swaps. We are introducing a simple mode, which is a Uniswap style interface on all apps. Much simpler to use, all thanks to the Komodo platform engineers and designers. Much easy, such love. And it's showing a picture of the interface that you can use now with the AtomicDEX software and branded DEXs and everything that uses it. Is that you go in and you can select your coins that you want to get, and then you can ask it to just swap now for the best price that's resting on the order books. And to me, this is like one of the biggest improvements that has like been able to just like get popped out as far as like bringing that kind of like mimetic energy and then just the ease of use and access, because most Komodo tech has a pretty high barrier to entry. So this is like this direction, this focus helps us repay back some of what's called our empathy debt, where we're trying to listen to the community and our sector at large and figure out like what the needs are, and then come back and reduce that sort of empathy debt situation where people are asking for things and we're trying to like make ends meet with it.
That's so cool. I really do. It's a great reminder that the DogeDeX project, let's call it, has really offered a good learning opportunity, a growth opportunity for Komodo that maybe in ways that weren't expected. It's more than just a DogeDeX. It's also an opportunity for this kind of development, which may not have happened otherwise, or at least anyway, whether it happened otherwise or not. I do appreciate that this is how it's going forward. And I just wanted to recognize that because it was a reminder for me hearing you talk about that, Jay Charming. Cool. We're good for now?
Yeah. Yep, that's all we have. Just big shout out to all the dev teams doing hard work. Slyrus is actually here at the Thursday Town Hall today, who is lead on the desktop application. And just big thanks and shout outs to all that for getting this kind of stuff out there, for being able to make it easier for marketing department to help share this information and make it more mimetic.
Cool. Okay, Jay Charming, thanks again for the social media update. And now we're moving over to Artikush, who is doing some community management, community involvement. And Artikush is going to share with us some of the happenings. Artikush, how's it going and what's going on?
Thank you, Giuliano. Everything is fine here. The weather is nice and there's plenty of news to share, but I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Seiko, who is German community ambassador, is searching for some extra hands to help him with the Twitter account, maybe some other social media accounts. So if you're prolific in German, you can contact me and we're going to make a connection with the ambassadors. There's a great opportunity to grow. Another thing I wanted to highlight is the new time of the Komodo community hangouts, which are on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. UTC, and also the one on Thursday just before the town hall at 3 p.m. UTC. If you have any ideas, join our community contributor calls. You can find a time slot. I hope we can have a link somewhere pasted in Discord. So you could apply for these small roles around the Komodo platform. And I think if you want to hear more, you should most definitely join the general Komodo update at 6 p.m. UTC, roughly 2 hours from now, to have more news about the community.
Wonderful. That's good stuff. So yeah, definitely German language speakers, please do reach out. Okay, and anything else there, Ardakush?
Well, you're going to have to join the general Komodo update to hear more news on the community.
I like it. I like it. That's enticing. I will definitely do my best to be there, and I hope everybody else does too. And so on that note, we're just going to move forward and close it out for this week's Thursday Town Hall. I would like to thank everyone for showing up here in the Discord to listen live, and also those of you listening to the recorded version. And then, of course, Ardakush, Otto, Delton, Jay Charming, and even Slyris, thank you for being up here. And we look forward to the next week. But before that, definitely looking forward to this Komodo General Interest Meeting. Thanks, everyone, for being here. If you are interested in doing the MC position for the Thursday Town Halls, you would like to try that out for yourself, then please do, message Otto and get that set up. All right. All right. Until next time, thank you, everyone, so much. Keep up the hard work, everyone. Keep enjoying yourselves. And I just wanted to highlight again, yes, Komodo platform, interoperability, working with that Binance Smart Chain technology stuff, Good job, everyone. Thank you. Looking forward to more. Until next time, goodbye. See you next time. Bye.